Today, we're embarking on a fascinating journey to imagine what some of the greatest ancient Greek philosophers might say about the complexities of our modern world. From the social dynamics influenced by social media to the political landscapes and our pursuit of happiness, these thinkers offer timeless wisdom that can still resonate deeply today. Let's start with Socrates. If Socrates were alive today, his role as the gadfly would be more critical than ever. In our age of information overload and digital communication, Socrates would urge us to question the authenticity and depth of our online interactions. With social media platforms encouraging superficial engagement, Socrates would challenge us to look beyond the surface and seek genuine knowledge. He'd likely be skeptical of the echo chambers created by algorithms and emphasize the importance of face-to-face dialogues and the Socratic method for uncovering deeper truths. Furthermore, Socrates would address the ethical implications of our digital lives. He would ask probing questions about the impact of technology on our moral values and personal integrity. In a world where online anonymity can lead to harmful behavior, Socrates would remind us of the importance of self-awareness and ethical conduct. His relentless pursuit of virtue would inspire us to reflect on our actions and strive for a more authentic and morally grounded existence. Socrates might also critique the current state of education, emphasizing the need for critical thinking over rote memorization. He'd advocate for an educational system that encourages questioning, self-reflection, and the pursuit of wisdom. By fostering a culture of inquiry and dialogue, Socrates would help us navigate the complexities of the modern world with greater clarity and ethical insight. Next up, let's talk about Plato. With his idealistic vision of a just society, Plato would offer a profound critique of today's political and social landscape. He would likely be concerned about the susceptibility of contemporary democracies to populism and the influence of money in politics. Plato's concept of the philosopher king would challenge us to rethink our criteria for leadership, advocating for rulers who possess not only political acumen but also deep philosophical understanding and virtue. In today's context, Plato would emphasize the importance of education in cultivating wise and just leaders. He'd argue that our current systems often prioritize technical skills over moral and intellectual development. Plato's academy would serve as a model for an educational institution that nurtures critical thinking, ethical reasoning, and a deep understanding of justice. By focusing on the development of the whole person, Plato would inspire a new generation of leaders committed to the common good. Plato's allegory of the cave remains highly relevant in the digital age, where misinformation and superficial media consumption can distort our perception of reality. He would caution us against becoming prisoners of our screens and encourage us to seek enlightenment through philosophical inquiry. By embracing the pursuit of truth and wisdom, Plato would guide us toward a more enlightened and just society. Now, let's move on to Aristotle. Aristotle's philosophy of eudaimonia, or human flourishing, would provide valuable insights into achieving a balanced and fulfilling life in today's fast-paced world. He would advocate for a holistic approach to well-being that encompasses physical health, emotional stability, and intellectual growth. Aristotle's concept of the golden mean would guide us in finding moderation in all aspects of life, from consumption to work-life balance. In an era where environmental concerns are paramount, Aristotle's naturalism would remind us of the importance of living in harmony with nature. He would emphasize the interconnectedness of all life forms and the need for sustainable practices. Aristotle's ethical framework would challenge us to consider the long-term impact of our actions on the environment and future generations. Aristotle's views on friendship and community would also resonate in today's context, where social isolation and mental health issues are prevalent. He would highlight the importance of cultivating meaningful relationships and contributing to the well-being of our communities. By fostering virtues such as generosity, courage, and temperance, Aristotle would guide us toward a more fulfilling and socially responsible life. Let's not forget Epicurus. Often misunderstood as a hedonist, Epicurus would offer profound insights into finding happiness through simple pleasures and the avoidance of unnecessary desires. In an age of consumerism and material excess, Epicurus would counsel us to seek contentment in modest, meaningful experiences rather than the relentless pursuit of wealth and luxury. His philosophy emphasizes the importance of friendships, intellectual pursuits, and inner tranquility. Epicurus would critique the modern notion that happiness is tied to material success, advocating instead for a lifestyle that prioritizes emotional well-being and self-awareness. He'd encourage us to cultivate a sense of gratitude and appreciation for the simple joys in life, such as spending time with loved ones, enjoying nature, and engaging in thoughtful reflection. In today's high-stress environment, Epicurus's teachings on minimizing pain and maximizing inner peace would be particularly relevant. He'd offer practical advice on managing stress and anxiety, emphasizing the importance of living in the present moment and focusing on what truly matters. By embracing a philosophy of simplicity and mindfulness, Epicurus would guide us toward a more serene and fulfilling existence. Finally, let's discuss Diogenes of Sinope, the most famous of the Cynics. Diogenes would bring a provocative perspective to contemporary society. Known for his ascetic lifestyle and sharp wit, Diogenes would likely challenge the superficial values and material excess of today's world. His famous anecdote of carrying a lantern in broad daylight, searching for an honest man, would translate into a critique of modern integrity and authenticity. Diogenes would undoubtedly have much to say about our obsession with wealth, status, and consumerism. He would advocate for a return to a simpler, more self-sufficient lifestyle, free from the trappings of materialism. His disdain for societal norms and conventions would push us to question the true source of our happiness and fulfillment. Diogenes' philosophy would encourage us to embrace authenticity, reject pretentiousness, and live in accordance with nature. Moreover, Diogenes' interactions with Alexander the Great, where he famously told the conqueror to stand out of my sunlight, would be a powerful reminder of the importance of personal freedom and the irrelevance of power and prestige in the pursuit of a meaningful life. His unyielding pursuit of virtue and disdain for societal hypocrisy would challenge us to live more authentically and courageously. In the realm of digital technology and social media, Diogenes would likely be a vocal critic of the false identities and curated personas people often present online. He would advocate for transparency, honesty, and a life free from the constraints of public opinion. By embodying the Cynic's radical freedom and commitment to living truthfully, Diogenes would inspire us to break free from societal expectations and embrace our true selves. As we reflect on the timeless wisdom of Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, Epicurus, and Diogenes, we see how their insights can help us navigate the complexities of modern life. These ancient Greek philosophers offer profound guidance on authenticity, leadership, well-being, happiness, and personal freedom. By integrating their teachings into our daily lives, we can strive for a more enlightened, just, and fulfilling existence. What do you think Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, Epicurus, or Diogenes would say about the biggest challenges we face today? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the minds of ancient Greek philosophers. If you enjoyed this exploration of timeless wisdom, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Philosophy Waves for more thought-provoking content. Remember to keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep riding the waves of wisdom.